Welcome to Rolling Through the Bay, a 9-foot toothpick structure I created out of 104,588 pieces of toothpick. It takes 5 ping pong ball tours through San Francisco in my vision. The main one being this one. This little biplane's pulling the banner. Rolling through the bay. Spirals down 10 times on the inside of the Coit Tower. It goes by my great-grandfather's wine cellar that he came over from Bellinzona, Switzerland in the 1870s. The balls come down, go by his cellar. They go behind the Rice-A-Roni cable car, and then they come travel over here by the Transamerica building, which has my face looking up into my vision. From the 1929 Cliff House, they then are coming down Lombard Street, which is behind my grandmother's house right here. 5 generations of our family grew up and celebrated the holidays in that home, 518 12th Avenue, between Anns and Balboa. The balls then come down here by the little street sign, Lombard and Grant. Grant Avenue is the gateway to Chinatown. Here is the gateway. Goes by this little bridge and dragon. The balls then come by the Palace of Fine Arts, which has my heart that I left in San Francisco, Tony Bennett. The balls go around my heart. The toothpicks that made that heart were thrown at my wife and I at our wedding 22 years ago. The balls then come out around the old windmill out at Ocean Beach. They pay toll at the toll booth that has this time our son Tyler was born on it. And then they come down here across the Golden Gate Bridge. Going across the Golden Gate Bridge, you can see Humphrey, the famous humpback whale, splash a goodbye to us, thanking us for helping him get out of San Francisco Bay. The balls then go by behind Alcatraz Island. They come by myself swimming from Alcatraz for the 6th time. They then come down by the Maritime Museum here at Aquatic Park, ending in Fly Shacker Pool at Ghirardelli Square, which makes no geographical sense whatsoever. The next tour on Rolling Through the Bay is the Bay Bridge Tour. The balls meander up high underneath the biplane. They go over the Rice-A-Roni cable car. They drop down through this little hole. The centrifugal force brings them back through it. They go by my grandfather's gymnasium, 2350 Geary, behind Chinatown. Then they come out and they go around the Oakland Bay Bridge. Looking off the bridge, you can see the sailboat practicing for the America's Cup, where you will see the Giants World Series trophy. The balls go into the Coke bottle, around the mitt, back into the front of the Pac Bell Park. They go into the Ferry Building Clock Tower, which has the time I was born on it, the time my mother was born, and the time my wife was born on them. Then the balls go by these 2 little escaping crabs here at Fisherman's Wharf. They come by the 2 little fishing boats here and a rowboat, and they end right here in a clamshell. The 3rd tour on Rolling Through the Bay, the Powell Street Cable Car Tour. This one starts just under the cable car, goes down the world-famous rainbow-colored toothpicks of the Castro District right there. The balls will go in and out of each one of the driveways of the famous Alamo Square Painted Lady homes, and then they go through the red light district. They then go past myself doing a handstand on my skateboard for my grandfather before he passed away. They go through the center of the city, which is Golden Gate Park. Coming through Golden Gate Park, you can see that the Young Museum, they go past all these bushes from Scotland, Portugal, Morocco, Italy, Spain. We also have some down here from Bellinzona. The balls then come out and drop through the center of the windmill out at Ocean Beach instead of around it like the other one. They come in by the Missouri Battleship. They drop down by the Ferris wheel out here at Playland, San Francisco. They shoot the tube underneath the nose of my surfboard as I'm shooting the tube. This guy's doing an off the lip, and they end right here at the Fun House at Playland, San Francisco. The 4th tour I call the Hyde Street Cable Car Tour. This one, instead of going around the driveways, it goes through the center of the homes, checking for any code violations. It then comes down and takes a very short trip on BART. Realizing the view isn't very good from BART, they decide to take the Oakland Bay Bridge instead. They join and merge onto the Oakland Bay Bridge Tour. Going around the bridge, you can see that sailboat practicing for the America's Cup. They drop down once again into Pac Bell Park area. The balls then come by the 2 escaping crabs here at Fisherman's Wharf. They jumped out of the pot and ran. They end here by the little fishing boats at a clamshell. The last tour on Rolling Through the Bay I call the Mount Tam Tour. You fly like an eagle through the majestic redwoods of Mount Tamalpais and Muir Woods. It starts at 2 points here. They go past a peace sign I made the day the Iran-Contra war started back in the 90s. The balls go through two different paths of redwoods. They go past a crystal I bought the week my wife and I met. They go past the original Haight-Ashbury Magic Mushroom Patch on Mount Tamalpais. They then jump on John F. Kennedy Drive and take a trip, yes, pun intended, by the old DeYoung Museum, the music concourse. They go through all these bushes that are from all over the world, and they drop down in through the windmill at Ocean Beach, just like the other path does. They come down by the Missouri battleship that got decommissioned here. They go by the Ferris wheel at Playland. They shoot the tube underneath the nose of my surfboard as I'm on a wave here at the Ocean Beach wall that I turned into a tube, and end in the funhouse. Now that I've finished Rolling Through the Bay, I decided I'm gonna make a smaller version as a hat. I had to make something to honor Beach Blanket Babylon, so I made Rolling Babylon. Fits on my head, it has 2,500 pieces of toothpick, and it does my signature thing. It rolls through San Francisco in its own way. My wife said I am not allowed to wear this in public, but for AVAM, the American Visionary Arts Museum, I've gotta wear it. It's a fun piece and it gets great comments.